Their action has been tremendous. Between the visit we had in Paris, representing the flight of Charles Lindbergh from New York to Paris, we had many customers, L1s, that actually were on the aircraft and very complimentary. Had a few customers that highlighted based on the technology, the comfort that they had to have. And transitioning that into EBACE, there's been a non-stop line of customers going on the aircraft. A lot of good feedback. The interior installed in the aircraft has been extremely complimentary, and we're glad to hear that based on the amount of involvement that we've had from our advanced technology custom advisory team over the last 4 or 5 years to review every aspect of the aircraft, including the interior, give us recommendations on things as critical as the tactile feel of the switches, to how high the table is, the comfort of the seats, the lighting, the control of the cabin management system. And we can see that absolutely has been the right thing to do, and we continue to receive very positive feedback on the interior and how it's outfitted. Yes, a tremendous amount of customers that have read about it. Certainly haven't had the opportunity because this would be its premier visit to EBACE with an interior in it. And the thing that everyone finds very interesting about this is our certification program right now is on track to complete end of this year. And they find it hard to believe that that aircraft is not a production aircraft. It's got a complete interior, paint job, avionics, performs superbly. As I mentioned, we flew over here at 43,000 feet at 0.9 Mach. Set a couple of world speed records, so we're happy with that. Doing in Paris, but so it performed very well. And it's hard to believe that we've got 5 aircraft in our flight test program, this being one of them, and that we still got a few months in order to wrap it up. So we will have entry into service this year, and we'll probably determine the number of aircraft we actually enter into service this year versus next year, just based on how soon we can get the certification. The sooner the better, and obviously it puts pressure on the number of aircraft that we can enter into service, because physically you can't do that until you get the type certificate. But then you're correct, and certainly increasing as we get into next year. In fact, this aircraft, starting around the end of the third quarter, will actually be turned over to the sales team to exercise and utilize for demonstrations, showings, private showings, similar like we've done in Paris and Farnborough, to basically take advantage of exposing customers to the aircraft so that if they've got any questions or demo flights or pilot interaction, flight attendant, but to ensure that they're able to be exposed to it and get any questions that they may have addressed. And then also review the configurations or options on an aircraft that they select. We see a lot of activity with Fortune 500 companies, and then we also see private individuals that are very interested in the aircraft. Many of these customers have Gulfstream products today, and in some cases they have our competitors' products and are very interested in the technology. We had one individual that was on the aircraft in Paris and made the comment about the flow of the cockpit, happened to be a pilot, the flow of the cockpit, the side sticks, the admin control side sticks, the touch screens, data concentration network, and then the interior. And at the end, his comment was that a company like ours that is so technology savvy, we have to have one of these aircraft. All we put demonstrators in, probably at least once a year, we'll exchange those aircraft, and it's to ensure that the sales folks have the opportunity to utilize that aircraft and exercise it to demonstrate it to customers, and then certainly help with the sales process.